If society won't punish the guilty, he will. Let's talk about the 1989 Punisher movie. As with this film, I believe it was released on TV in the US, but it was released in theaters internationally, as it does star Dolph Lundgren as Frank Castle the Punisher, as it is about his former partner believing that Frank Castle is still alive, while Frank as the Punisher is enacting violence against mob bosses while he is living in the sewers, where some things happen that Frank must emerge from the shadows and save the innocent. And with this film, I have to admit, it is a fun one, because this is pretty much like a fun 80s action film. That is what this film is. And I have seen people talk about, oh, this is how Frank Castle was back in the day in the earlier comics. So that was pretty cool. And one way to describe this movie is that it is pretty much a campy 80s fun film. Dolph Lundgren in the role, I thought he was great. I think there could have been more to him, but he was pretty much good with what he was given. But with this film, it isn't really all that. I can't lie, it is pretty forgettable, but seeing him fighting mobsters and rescuing kids, that is pretty entertaining. It was good enough. For some reason though, we do not see him with the Punisher's skull, and you can tell that this film barely had a budget. But honestly, the standout in this film was Louis Gossett Jr. He plays Frank's former partner, and I thought he was great. But with how this film is, it is campy fun, but it is pretty forgettable. There's not much to expect with it, but it is fun. And it is interesting that not many people know that this film exists. This is the first Punisher project, so that is pretty cool to see. But overall, with the 1989 Punisher movie, for an 80s action flick, it worked. Dolph Lundgren, I thought he was good in the role, but it was missing the Punisher logo. And while it had some pretty cool 80s type action, it was just okay. But have you seen The Punisher? If so, what are your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comments below and follow me for more.